These are your Unit 2B, Day 1 notes. We are continuing to look at Standard 2A. I can rewrite and evaluate expressions. The focus today is polynomials. So what is a polynomial? A polynomial is an expression with one or more term. Please add this to your notes. Remember, a term is anything that's separated by an addition or subtraction symbol. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4 terms. Okay, if the expression has exactly one term, it is called a monomial. Please add this to your notes, and I will also put an example next to it. Next, a polynomial has two terms. It is called a binomial. Please add this to your notes, and we'll also put an example. 2x squared plus 2x. There are 2 terms. So it is a binomial. Next, a polynomial that has 3 terms is called a trinomial. Here is an example. 2x to the 3rd power plus 2x squared plus 2x. We can see here that there are 1, 2, 3 terms, so it is a trinomial. Please make sure you have this recorded in your notes. Next, polynomials should be written in order from the highest to the lowest degree, and that just means from the highest or the largest exponent to the lowest exponent. So if you look here, this is in order because we have x to the 4th power, then x to the 3rd, then x, then 10. So we have put the exponents in order from largest to smallest. So polynomials should be written in, okay? Please make sure you put that in your notes. Let's go down here, reviewing parts of an expression. Each piece of a polynomial expression is called a term. We learned that in Unit 2A. So remember, each of these are terms because they're separated by a subtraction or an addition symbol. So please make sure you have that in your notes. If 2 or more terms have the same variable and the same exponent, they are like terms. So we were working with like terms a lot before. Now we're coming back to review them. Okay, so like terms have the same variable and the same exponent. So please add that to your notes. If the term has a variable, the number multiplying directly in front of the variable is called the coefficient. So if we look here, saying the number in front of the variable is called the coefficient. And this, remember, means multiplies. So this is 5 times x to the 4th power. Or this is negative 8 times x to the 3rd power. Positive 4 times x to the 3rd power. Negative 13 times x. All right, so these coefficients are the numbers that are in front of the variable or attached to the variables. And they stand for multiplication. But really what you need to know right now is that the number in front of the variable that is attached to it is the coefficient. So please add that to your notes. Okay, so hopefully you have coefficient recorded into your notes. And then the last one, if the term does not have a variable, it is called a constant. So remember, plain numbers are constants. So please add the word constant to your notes right here. Okay, hopefully you have this all written down. This should be a little bit of a review for you, but if you don't remember, it's okay. We're going to keep practicing. The first thing we're going to practice is determining if each polynomial is a monomial, binomial, or trinomial. So if we look at this first one, we have 4x to the 3rd power, or 4x cubed, minus 8. There are 2 terms, So it is a binomial. And I'm simply going to put B, and then I'm going to highlight binomial B so that we know exactly where that B is coming from. Let's look at the next one. We have negative 3xy squared. There is one term, so this is a monomial. And now let's look at our last one. X squared minus 2x plus 1. There are 1, 2, 3. So this is a trinomial. Okay, perfect. Now you have to remember on the last page it gives you the definition. So if you forget, you can always look at this. One way that I think about this is a binomial is like a bike. A bike has 2 wheels. Trinomial is like a tricycle. A tricycle has 1, 2, 3 wheels. So that can help you with those two. All right, let's look at the next thing. Determine whether each of the following pairs are like terms. Circle your answer under the pair. All right, so this is a review. Remember, like terms, same variable, same power. So let's look here. We have 6x squared and x squared. Remember, when we're finding like pairs, we don't worry about the coefficient. It's the variable and the power. Both x's, both squared, so yes. These are like terms. Let's look at this next one. 9x squared and 9x. They're both x, great, but this is x squared and this is plain x. So they are not like terms because although they have the same variable, it is different powers. And a like term is same variable, same power, so no. Okay. 6x squared and y squared. So these have different variables, so that's a no, even though they're both squared. It has to be the same power and the same variable. So different variables, so this is an answer of no. I would like you to pause the video and try these next 3 on your own. Okay, hopefully you tried these on your own like I asked. I'm sure you did because you guys are all wonderful students. So here we are. We have 2x and 4y. You should have circled no. They're different variables. Let's look at the next one. 13 and 2. You should have circled yes because they are both constants. They do not have a variable, so they are the same. And then let's look at our last one, 2x and 14x. They have the same variable x raised to the same power. So yes, these are like terms. Beautiful. Okay, remember this is a review, but on our review assessment, we struggled a little bit, so it's really important that we're reviewing this because you're going to need to know this for Unit 3 and the rest of Unit 2B. So write the following polynomials in standard form, then state the degree of the polynomial. So standard form is we need to write our polynomials in order from the largest power to the smallest power. So I'm going to look down the line at my little exponents and see, ooh, x to the third. That's my largest exponent. So that's going to go first. And then I will highlight it to show that I've done that one already. Keep track. All right, now I go down the line and see which one's the next. I have a squared, a blank, and a blank. Okay, since this one's squared, that's my next highest power, so that's going to go next. And remember that the sign stays with the term, so it's minus 2x squared. All right, and we've done that one now, so we'll go ahead and highlight it. Oops, that is not a highlighter. Here we go, we'll highlight it up. And now we'll go to the last two. We have a minus 8 or a negative 8 and a plus 5x. this has an x, this has nothing, so my next term would be plus 5x. This is a plus sign, there we go. We're going to go ahead, highlight that since we've already we've put that one into the expression. And then if we look at our last one, we have a minus 8, that's all that left, so clearly we know that that one goes last. Okay? And then the degree of the polynomial is the largest exponent we have. So we have the biggest one we have here is the third power, so this degree would be 3. All right, let's try this next one. We have 8 minus 10x. We have to put them in order from our largest exponent to our smallest, and we put the variable before the constant, so we have a minus 10x that has a variable and the other does not. So our standard form would be minus 10x plus 8. We've used both of those, so we'll just highlight it. And then what is the degree? Well, it's x, it's a plain x, so the degree is the highest power, is 1. Okay, I would like you to try these next two on your own, so pause the video, try them, and then come back. Okay, hopefully you paused the video and tried these on your own. The answer for this one is 3x to the 5th minus x squared plus 4x plus 12. These are in order from the largest exponent to the smallest, always ending with the constant. Our largest exponent is to the 5th power, so the degree is 5. All right, let's try this next one. 3x squared plus 10x minus 8. The exponents are in order from largest to smallest, and our constant is last. Our largest exponent is 2, so the degree is 2. All right, please make sure that you turn these notes in via Canvas, and I will see you tomorrow.